Welcome back, everyone, to another review by Fat Ninja Studios. I'm your host, Jackie K, and today we are grieving in The Night House, a widely anticipated but sadly deflating horror suspense film, lacking much of the suspense part. Before we break it all down, please give this video a like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to haunt that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest releases. Spoiler warning ahead! The film opens on Beth, whose husband Owen has recently committed suicide. All the cliches are here: somber music, a big empty house, people giving their condolences, and lots of wine. She spends most nights combing through Owen's things and going over the enigmatic note he left behind. You were right. There is nothing. Nothing is after you. You are safe now. Her friends are concerned, but she just acts crazy in a couple scenes until she goes through his phone and finds a picture of a woman that looks like her, but isn't her. She suspects that Owen was having an affair, and although her friends tell her not to dig deeper or risk tarnishing all the memories, she of course can't help herself. One night out with Claire, she reveals that she died in a car accident for 4 minutes and found nothing there. Owen said she's crazy, but began sleepwalking after she told him this, and she blames herself for passing on negative energy or something. Then, one night in the woods behind her house, she sees a bunch of dead girls running around, which leads to Owen's boat with blood on the side where he shot himself, but she feels an evil presence nearby. She crosses the lake in the boat and finds a copy of her house built by Owen, but in reverse to their home. She passes out and wakes back up at home, and then investigates Owen's laptop. Here she finds more girls' pictures, as well as voodoo doll rituals, leading her to believe that Owen was trying to capture some sort of demonic spirit. Beth then decides to find the woman in the photo on the phone, meets her at a bookstore, and finds out that she's unharmed. The woman reveals that she was into Owen, and they did have a sexual encounter, but then he told her to leave and never called her again. Beth then gets super drunk, goes to the reverse house, and finds a bunch of dead bodies under the floorboards. A spirit touches her and she hugs it, thinking that it's Owen, but it's not, and this spirit shows her what Owen really did, killing all of those women. He then drags her around the house, revealing his name to be Nothing, and that he cornered Owen to bring her to him and kill her so that they could be together again. Except Owen couldn't kill Beth and instead killed random women to try to trick the demon. Morning comes and Claire comes over, finding the house in total disarray and Owen's gun missing. She sees Beth out on the lake, sitting in the boat, and tries to get to her as fast as possible. Meanwhile, inside Beth's head, she's talking to Nothing, and it's trying to convince her to kill herself so they can be together. But she says no and puts the gun down. Claire arrives at the boat and brings it back to shore. Beth keeps looking back at the boat, seeing the outline of the demon, but when Claire says there's nothing there, Beth just replies, "I know." And the movie ends. Overall, this film was kind of boring and highly overrated in the scares department. It was more of a drama suspense than anything else. Yes, there was a surprise ending twist that Nothing was literally a demon who was obsessed with the protagonist, but honestly, by the time I got to the end, I wondered how much of the film was gonna drag on. There are some beautiful shots, and most of the cast does a good job, even though there are chunks of it that feel super awkward, where you can tell these people have never actually met in real life before, yet they supposedly have known each other for a few years or so. The whole duplicate house thing and local women disappearing, never making the papers or anything, it felt like it was a terrible plot hole and needed much more thought than they gave it. It feels like they had 2 scenes planned and filled the rest of the film with standard ghost jump scares and mystery dialogue. I'm gonna give this film a 6 out of 10, and only recommend it for people who easily get scared by low-budget horror productions. Sadly, this year hasn't given us too many great horror films, and you could definitely add this one to the list of disappointing features. I want to thank you for checking out our video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. You can reach out to us on Twitter at StudiosFat, or chat with us on Discord, which is linked below. Please check out our Patreon as well, also linked below. I've been your host, Jackie K, and before I go, trust in your relationships is very important, especially when it comes to secrets you might feel bad or ashamed of. It's never going to be sunshine and rainbows revealing something bad to your partner or friend, but at least you can deal with it and work something out together. Because hiding it and them finding out later will always blow up in your face. There is never a good time for bad news, so just tell them. Honesty is the best policy. Thanks again, and as always, take care.